evangelist in Asian church and culture, Isaac, if I go there. Reimagine the representation when I will come afterwards.
Western countries back against migrants in global people with feet, so to speak, migrating in drones. State solution restored democracy is driving the surge in popularity of bare-knuckled populists and the return of authoritarianism in many countries. Now, how then do we bring the truth of the gospel in a time of renewed authoritarian terror, of fake news, aggressive secularism, and the idea that all is relative and truth is what you make it? Now, for the past 300 years, since the Enlightenment, the church has withdrawn from the public square. The church has withdrawn from the public square, leaving to secularists the intellectual, the artistic, and the political spaces. The result is the church marginalization, reduced to mumbling in corners about the meaning of our own symbols. The media theorist Marshall McLuhan has long ago in the 60s said that if anything works, it is obsolete. In other words, if nothing can no longer be improved upon, it is on its way to being obsolete. The paradox of our faith is that while the gospel is always new the theology, the creeds, the rituals and practices that once defined and serve as extensions of our faith are always getting old. While we have a faith that is delivered once for all to the saints, as the writer of Jude says, our interpretations and appropriations of that faith is always subject to changing conditions in various contexts. Now, in this presentation, we shall outline some of those contexts that need addressing and some possible responses to them. On shifting centers, or the question posed to us by Kwame Bediako, whose religion is Christianity? Now, it has been a while since the idea that missions will now come from everywhere to everywhere. The missiologist, historian Andrew Walls has long ago observed the gospel is always on the move. The center shifts from Jerusalem to Antioch, to Rome, to farther north to the Germanic, Nordic, and Anglo-Saxon tribes, and then on to the Americas, Africa, and of course the last frontier, where I sit, Asia. Globalization and mass migration is pluralizing the advance of the Christian story, making us aware that it is not just one narrative. Kwame Bediako encapsulates this in his question, whose religion is Christianity? He says this, and I quote, "The prospect that the majority of the world's Christians will be Africans, either on the continent or in the diaspora, has attracted two contrasting reactions. One is that it will constitute the next Christendom, is beyond their borders. We are actually now Macdising the gospel. The same thing everywhere you go. Now, some non-Western movements continue to follow global threat to this new reality is that it is the emergent positive polycentrism in which the many centers have an opportunity